bit into the shoulders this evening, and maybe do a little bit into the hamstrings as well, depending on the variations that you take. Let me just get a ball, 2 seconds. So we're going to need a tennis ball or a lemon or whatever you're going to use, maybe a slitter, but if you're using a slitter, please put a blanket over it to protect yourself from getting bruised. So coming into a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. Drawing the shoulders back and down, hands can come to the mat or to the knees, whatever feels more comfortable, or maybe to the thighs like I am. And just slowly drawing your awareness into the present moment. Just becoming aware of the space that you're in. Becoming aware of the space that you occupy within this space. Becoming aware of the body on the mat. Becoming aware of the sensations on your skin. Becoming aware of the movement of your chest and your belly as you breathe. Allowing yourself this time to completely switch off from the outside world. Just becoming aware of your body and your breath. Letting go of any expectations or whatever you may have of the class or of yourself. Taking a long, slow, deep inhale. On the exhale, open them out, release. Allow the shoulders to draw down even more. Inhale. And exhale, release. Then notice this sense of calm and stillness we've invited in. Try to remain in this calm and stillness as much as you can throughout today's practice. Drawing the hands into the center of the chest. Draw the shoulders back and down, bowing the head towards the hands and setting yourself an intention, whatever it may be. Maybe it's to relax, maybe it's to switch off, whatever it is, setting that intention now. Then slowly flickering the eyes open and release the hands. So the first stretch that we're going to come into is going to be in a seated position. So it's for the fronts of the shoulders and the chest. You maybe get this into the triceps and the biceps depending on where you're holding the tension. You can have your soles of your feet on the floor and your knees bent. You can have your feet in cross-leg position. You can have butterfly, whichever variation, or maybe just the feet out in front, whichever one of those that you prefer. But let's just start, everybody, with the soles of the feet on the mat. The hands are going to come behind the shoulders and the fingertips are going to be pointing away. And then you're slowly going to walk the hands as far back as feels comfortable for you. Whenever you feel a little bit of a stretch, then stop there. So again, finding a comfortable place for you. Allowing the hands to go as far back on the mat. Looking for a stretch here in the shoulders, maybe into the chest. Maybe the chin might fall to the belly here if that feels comfortable and it gives you more of a stretch. Or you can allow the head to rock back and the shoulders to come right up as far as the ears. So whichever version of this gives you more of a stretch in the arms and the shoulders. Again, arms are as straight as possible here. You can have the hands as wide as you need to, or as close together as you need to. And then finding the position of the feet, whichever version feels better for you. Taking a long, slow, deep inhale. On the exhale, open them out, release. Trying to remain here as calm and as still and as steady for the remainder of the pose. Relaxing the muscles. Relax the hands, relax the shoulders. Relax the fronts of the shoulders forward, allow the shoulders to sink towards the ears. The chin can come to the chest or chin to the ceiling. And just noticing here what's coming up for you in your mind. Can you relax the muscles of the face and the jaw? Maybe the intensity is starting to increase. If you need to back off at any point, then please do. You're taking the hands a little closer to the body. Or by all means, if you feel it's too easy, you can go a little further into the stretch. Just honouring your body though, making sure you feel comfortable. It's not a competition. Just noticing here if you have begun to tense any muscles in the legs, allow them to release. Notice is your mind racing, and that's okay. Just guide it back to the body and to the breath. Taking 3 more deep inhales and exhales here, without moving, remaining as still and as calm as possible. And then very, very, very gently and mindfully releasing the positioning of the legs first. Then slowly taking the hands back down by the sides. Noticing these sensations of release. And slowly bring the body down into your rebound of choice. Maybe onto the back or onto the belly. Allow the hands to either come out to the sides, palms facing up or down, whichever feels better. Just noticing here what is happening in the area that you stretched. Noticing any sensations. Noticing your breath. And noticing how you feel now compared to when you were in the stretch. And then very slowly begin to bring some movement into the arms again. Maybe taking the hands up above the body, or maybe giving yourself a hug, or whatever movement feels good. Sometimes it feels very intense for some people. From here you're going to need your strap. or your belt or whatever you're using. We're going to be lying down on the back, known as the flamenco series, but we're just going to do one of these stretches if you're familiar. So you're going to lift your right leg up into the air, take the strap just below the ball of the foot. You're going to take both pieces in either hand and you're going to allow the elbows to come down onto the mat. So your hands are nice and relaxed. Your arms are nice and relaxed. You're going to press the heel towards the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg, draw the foot a little closer to the body, and then gently relax the knee and relax the muscles. So that this gentle pull is just coming from the arms, and the sensation slightly changes in the back of the leg. Again, allowing the body to relax here. Again, finding this little bit of a stretch. Again, drawing the foot as close to the face as possible. Just finding this little dull, achy sensation, maybe a 7 out of 10, down the back of the right leg. Allow the relaxation to flow from the foot all the way down to the hip. Noticing how this relaxation feels. Noticing the sensation in the back of the leg, maybe into the hip. And just sitting here with this sensation, allowing this gentle stretch to happen in the back of the leg, the remainder of the pose. Concentrating on the breath or the pause between the thoughts here. So allow the body to relax a little further into the mat. Allow the sensation to increase or decrease. And then very, very slowly releasing the strap and allowing that leg to come down flat onto the mat. And again, just observing the sensations of release as the hydration floods back into the tissues. You feel that chi or energy or prana in the sole of the foot, the whole way down the right leg and into the right hip. You may notice that your right leg feels longer or lighter than the other leg. And then very slowly coming to the opposite side, left foot comes towards the ceiling, strap around just below the ball of the foot. Strap pieces come into either hand, and again allowing the elbows to come down on the mat. Reaching the heel towards the ceiling, toes towards the face, lengthen through the back of the leg. And then allow that knee to relax, but allow the weight of the hands to bring a gentle stretch into the leg. Drawing the Leg as close to above the face as you can. And then begin to relax the muscles and the thighs, the shins and the calf. Allow the weight of the hip to send relaxation from the foot all the way down the leg. Allowing the body to gently relax in this position. Allowing the sensation to build in the back of the leg. Allow the backs of the shoulders and the arms to relax a little more. Noticing has your mind wandered off to something outside of this practice, and gently draw it back. And then very slowly beginning to release the strap to the side and allowing the left leg to come down onto the mat. Taking that rebound or resonance pose and just checking in with how you feel mentally, emotionally and physically now. As you become aware of those sensations in the left leg, become aware of the lightness and the length. And then very, very slowly making your way back up to a seated position if you haven't fallen asleep already. Taking your tennis ball, I'm going to do 1 point at the top of the spine for the shoulders. So coming, best way to show you is here. So to the top point of your shoulder blade, that niggly point right at the top of the shoulder blade. So the top corner in between the shoulder blade and the spine, right there. And we're going to place the tennis ball there. If you have two, you're more than welcome to do two at the same time. Placing the tennis ball there and allowing the back to come flat on the mat. Again, you can have the knees bent here, or the soles of the feet on the mat, or the legs straight out. Again, just finding that niggly point right in between the shoulder blade and the spine. If you'd like to increase, you can play with taking the hand out to shoulder height. Sometimes turning the head to the right can increase slightly. But again, finding that comfortable position. It doesn't need to be excruciating, just 7 to 8 out of 10, maybe an 8 here for this one. It's not going to be long. You may like to play with taking the hand over the head. Sometimes that can get a nicer, deeper stretch into the fascia. Taking a deep inhale. On the exhale, allow the shoulder, the muscles in the arm, the right side of the chest, the back of the head, gently relax. Trying to find some stillness here, breathing deep into the body, allowing the tennis ball, time and gravity to do all of the work. Again, playing with the positioning of your arm here if it's decreased. Begin to allow the tennis ball to do more work if you move your arm slightly. And then for the last 10 seconds, taking the hands, crossing them over the body, giving yourself a hug. If it feels comfortable, you can gently rock the body from side to side, just rolling, getting that last final bit of tension out of that area, stimulating the meridian, and then slowly release the back and the shoulder down to the mat. Again, you have the option here to take the feet out straight. And again, notice here the space we've created in the right shoulder. You may even feel this into the back of the neck and the head. Or maybe even into the back of the arm, the tricep muscle. Taking a deep inhale. On the exhale, open them out, release. Inhale. And exhale, release. Slowly taking the tennis ball to the other side. Again, one side may be way tenser than the other, depending on your body. Taking the tennis ball to the top point of the shoulder blade. Again, allowing the body to relax down here onto the ball. You may need to maneuver here a little bit to find that niggly spot. When you're there, take a long, slow, deep inhale. On the exhale, open them out, release. Release the back of the left shoulder. And then maybe playing with the positioning of that left arm. Just noticing, has it increased or decreased the sensation for you? Allowing the body and the mind to be at ease here as we temporarily take this tension out of the body. Allow it to release. Slowly bringing that hand above the head if you feel you want to increase slightly, or maybe just play with it and see. Taking 3 more deep inhales and exhales here. Then slowly drawing the hands again across the chest here, maybe taking a gentle rock from side to side. Just allowing that little bit of tension that remains to release. And then slowly releasing the tennis ball from behind your back. Bringing the back flat onto the mat, taking the feet wide to the edges of your mat, hands down by the sides, and just again check in here with the space you've created in the back of the left shoulder. Noticing the sensations that are still trickling away in here. Allow these shoulders to relax down to the mat. Hands can come a little wider if they need to. Feet can fall to the sides. Taking a long, slow, deep inhale. And the exhale, open them out, release. Last one, inhale. And exhale, release. Releasing the body into the mat. Letting go of the physical body. Letting go of the mental body. And letting go of the emotional body. Relax the middle of the eyebrows, the corners of the eyes, the cheeks and the jaw. Release the arms, the torso and the legs. Again, becoming aware of the breath as it moves in and out of the body. Allowing the breath to guide you deeper into relaxation here for the remainder of your Shavasana. You can stay where you are. Take a longer relaxation, allowing the body to rest and rejuvenate. Or if you'd like, you can bring some movement to the fingers and the toes. Gently moving the head side to side. Allowing the palms of the hands to press into the mat as you point the toes towards the back of the room. Draw the shoulders down. Feel the stretch across the chest. On the exhale, rounding through the shoulders, drawing the knees into the chest, hugging them in with the hands. Taking the forehead to the knees and just taking a gentle rock from side to side before rolling to a side of your choice. Taking a moment here to check in with all of that tension that we released from the body and from the mind. Notice the sense of ease and steadiness and calm. Then pressing the floor away, coming back to a comfortable seated position. Hands in prayer in the center of the chest. Bowing the head towards the hands. Setting yourself an intention to take this calmness and ease with you for the remainder of the evening. Flickering the eyes open, taking one last deep inhale, raising the hands all the way up. Thumbs come to the third eye point for clarity of thought, to the lips for honesty of speech, and to the heart space for the divine in me. Honors the divine in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me.